What's up, guys? I'm doing a video for you from the zero product property, which is in the Algebra 1 content, quadratic functions and equations from Khan Academy. Zero product property is a foundational skill that you need to know, that you need to make sure that you can understand. It goes along with the idea that when you have two things and together they multiply and their answer is zero, one of them must be zero because anything times zero is zero. So in this case where we have two expressions, they're inside the parentheses, and together we want to find like the zeros of the function. We're really saying where this expression equals zero. Our answer then is to take negative 4x minus 5 and set it equal to 0. And then take negative x plus 5 and set that equal to 0. Those two things, either one of them becomes 0, so therefore everything is 0, or the other. Zero product property. You can have this with two things or more. So you got to solve an equation. You got to set the first group of parentheses equal to 0 and solve for x. So, add 5 and divide by negative 4. Or, this is where it's important, you look at the other group of parentheses and you set that other group of parentheses equal to 0. In that, negative x plus 5 equals 0. The easiest thing for me to do is try to make the x positive, so I added x to both sides. It is on the other side of the equation, but that's no matter. There is a smallest answer. In this case, the smallest answer is negative 5/4. And the larger x value is 5. To check it, what I'm really doing is I'm saying, look, I think this answer works, but I'm going to take it, I'm going to plug it back into the equation. So wherever there's an x, I'm going to plug the first number that we got, negative 5/4. And when I do that, some negative times a negative is a positive, and 4 multiplied by 5/4 means the 4's cancel. So in that first group of parentheses, we have 5 minus 5. That's 0, as in 0 times a number. 5/4 plus 5, what is that, 6.25? Anyway, it's multiplied by 0, and the answer to that is 0. I can do the same thing with the other number. Both of them should work. You should be able to put the x back in and get 0 as an output. So negative 4 times 5 minus 5. That was what the first group of parentheses was. And then negative 5 plus 5, because we're replacing the x with 5. We get negative 25 times 0. Negative 25 times 0 is still 0. So those two numbers, when you put them back into the original equation, you get x equals 0. No, you get the whole thing equals 0. And that makes them the zeros of the function. Now just get it right. Make sure you type the smaller number. Don't forget your negatives. Make sure that you have your fractions set up properly, and there you go. Get your points. Thanks for doing some math with me. Thanks for giving this video a watch. Give it a like if you want to, and keep watching for some more content, and make sure you get your practice in. Thanks for watching.